What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the LA Chargers rebuild, doing a live stream. It's been a while since we've done one of these, so it's good to be back. A lot of interesting decisions to make for this team. Want to welcome everyone in the chat for joining me. So I'm going to upload this first video on That Franchise Guy because I'm selfish and I want to promote my second channel, TFG Plays, right there. So links in the description. Follow me on Twitter at TFG Plays, all that good stuff. The rest of this stream series, they'll be chopped up into 20, 30-minute bits and pushed forward from TFG Plays. Probably going to go 2 seasons in this first sit-down. We'll see how we're feeling. XFL's on it a little bit, and I kind of want to watch it, so we'll see how far we get in this sit-down. But yeah, hoping to go maybe 3 or 4 years, do another sit-down like this for the Chargers, and then find another team. So that's all good and fun. We are going to do just kind of play it by ear as far as like playage. When I do these live streams, I like to just do the live play the moments instead of doing the mini game stuff. Maybe for the playoffs we do the mini game stuff. I don't know. We're gonna kind of play it by ear. Ask the chat what we want to do, what games we want to play. A little more organic, a little more free flowing as well. It's still gonna be a realistic rebuild, just maybe a little more aggressive as far as trades and doing fun stuff like that, mixing things up just for the fun of it. So let's get into the business here. There was actually one little order of business I need to do that I forgot to do, and that is my force winds got a little thrown off. I thought I was in the right timeline. I think the last like 2 or 3 weeks were not forced as far as getting the accurate standings, but we ended up going 7-11, and the Broncos ended up going 5-9. So I'm gonna go in and swap all those picks. But I'm gonna edit that out of the YouTube version of this. So, re-sign stage. It looks like in this world, Phillip Rivers went ahead and just retired. He's gone, so let's just say he's not getting any interest in the free agent market, and he's calling it quits, which I wouldn't say is impossible. Is it lagging super bad for anyone else or just me? I think it's just you, Spicy. Hopefully. So we're definitely letting Melvin Gordon walk, as Chargers says. That's a no-brainer. Hunter Henry, we want back. He is a piece of this future. He's 25 years old. He wants a 5-year deal. He won't regress in that time. Now, tight end market right now is about $12 million. We got to pay up to keep him around. Now, he's a little injury prone, so that signing bonus, I think, we keep down a little bit. But I think 11.5 for one of the game's top tight ends. Hopefully he takes it. If not, we're franchise tagging the shit out of him for sure. Good. He's sticking around. Running back. Austin Eckler is tempting. Really good player. He's not super expensive. You're looking at about $7 a year, which is actually a pretty good price on a 5-year contract to lock down your running back. I'm never going to tell anyone to pay over $10 million for a running back, but at that price, I think it's fairly accurate. I don't think you would want a 5-year deal. Maybe you would. On the offensive line, Marquise Pouncey only wants a 1-year deal. I think we should bring him back if he wants to come back, because offensive line is our #1 priority. He's going to test free agency. Derek Watt's leaving. We'll let him go. Michael Davis wants to leave. Eckler gets hurt every game you've used him. Yeah. Turn the music down a little bit. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the feedback. Someone earlier was saying they couldn't hear it, so I will turn that down. Man. Jatavis Brown has star dev. He's 26 years old. That's not a bad contract he's asking for. It's pretty realistic. 89 speed. I'm willing to pay that. He wants to test the market. Well, screw you, man. Spencer Drango. Bunch of garbage after that. So, the 2 guys we got to think about here, Michael Davis and Austin Eckler. This is tough. 5 years, $36 million. What do you guys think? Do we pay Eckler? I think Michael Davis hasn't done anything for us. We can let him go. No, don't pay Eckler. Not worth it. I tend to agree. Let's stick it with that. We got a lot of work to do. So, like I was kind of saying as I was hanging out with everyone here, I'm thinking kind of a one step back, 2 steps forward approach. Am I gonna trade Gordon? No, he doesn't have any trade value. They tried to trade him and no one wanted him. So I'm thinking like a 1 step back, 2 steps forward approach here. My number 1 priority is fixing this offensive line. It's the worst offensive line in the NFL outside of Miami. So like I said, I need to intervene for a second and trade all my picks for the Broncos picks because my force wins got screwed up. They ended up winning 5 games. We won 7, so it'll just fix the draft order. They actually have the 5th pick, pretty much the same. I already created a user as the Broncos, so they're going to accept all these. All right, so now we can retire this here. Okay, so free agent signing. Let's see what we got. Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill should not be becoming a free agent. I feel like we should become the Chiefs and put him on the Chiefs. Chris Jones, that's fine. So Kareem Hunt becomes available. Justin Simmons. We'll worry about Tyreek Hill later. Rodney Hudson becomes a free agent. He's 31 years old. He is superstar. We lost our center. We have $62 million in cap space. That seems like a good starting point for us. Steal him from the Raiders. 2 years, $12.5 million. I think that's a good starting point. Then let's see. Drew Brees does hit the market here. That could be a placeholder. Bring him back to where it all began. Finish his career with the Chargers. Ryan Tannehill, the Titans not bringing him back in this world. Bridgewater, Mariota. So some realistic options for sure. Tyrod sitting there, best quarterback on our roster. Brandon. We're gonna put Hill back on the Chiefs, some way somehow. So we do have Justin Jackson. Matt Breida became a free agent. Austin Eckler's not receiving any offers. So I am gonna offer Eckler, but I'm gonna lowball. 3 years, $6.5 million. I mean, he's a beast for us. So I'm gonna lowball him there. Let's see what else we're looking at here. We definitely need wide receiver depth. Randall Cobb, we could use a slot guy. Josh Gordon. Drops off pretty quick at wide receiver. Callaway, Erickson, Treadwell. Dorsett would be a good. He's asking for so much, but Dorsett would be a good fit here, I think, because we don't need a top wide receiver. Obviously don't want to pay him that much, but he's not getting any offers. So 3 years, about $3.5 million. Could talk to Randall Cobb too. So tight end, we got Hunter Henry, we got Virgil Green, Darren Waller. We should probably put him on the Raiders too. We can actually do that. We can. We are the Raiders, so we can actually make a bid on that. Fix that pretty quick. That's actually going to screw up. I should retire as the Raiders after this so that it doesn't screw up their And that's actually, that's actually why Hudson became a free agent, because we weren't playing as him. Did Hudson get re-signed in real life? Because I'm not trying to exploit the system here, you know. We should look that up. I feel bad now. If Hudson got extended in real life, then I think he did. Yeah, he did. All right, we're not gonna let the Raiders fall apart because we were being idle. Let's see, what did Darren Waller end up getting? Especially because they're interdivision. That's just a cheat. Darren Waller got 4 years. He got something like this, actually. Hopefully those guys sign with these teams. So Hudson actually got a 4-year extension for much less money per year, but I think we got to actually pay him that to get him. Or maybe he doesn't want it. All right, hopefully those guys sign with the Raiders. Okay, back to the Chargers now that we took care of that. Where's chat? Okay, so we got to rethink the Rodney Hudson thing because that was cheap. So we do still have Okung. Greg Robinson could probably start at guard for us, to be honest. Kaleki Asemele is available. So we could sign Cody Whitehair. I think we should do that. 28 years old. He wants a 2-year deal. I'm going to give him a 3-year deal for like $8 million. Schofield, we might want to bring him back. We could sign Schofield and Darryl Williams. It's better than what we got right now at guard. Let's do that. Schofield actually played really well last year. Although he doesn't have any offers, so we might be able to lowball him a little more than that. Let's give him a 2-year, $5 million contract. Or $10 million. What's up, Boviton? And Darryl Williams as well. Especially if the Ravens are bidding on him, we can try and steal him. 2 years, $12 million. I might put him back at tackle, too. He was best at tackle for the Panthers. Brian Bulaga is available as well. That's the plan, man. Unload for tackles and guards and centers. So that could provide some veteran help. We still need to develop some guys, but that buys us some time to actually fix that offensive line a little bit. All right. Armstead becomes a free agent, like he probably will. Javon Hargrave is a free agent. We definitely need some run defense help. Michael Brockers is available. Timmy Jernigan, I think signing one of those guys makes sense. Chris Jones, it's possible. It's very possible the Chiefs can't afford him. Do I think the Packers bring Bulaga back? I do. I do think they bring him back. Man. We could afford Chris Jones, guys. We don't have to pay quarterback. Watt, Ingram, and Chris Jones. Ugh. Miles Jack is available. Bring him back to California. That's another team where the Jags should be keeping Miles Jacks. It's just, I'm excited for when we get the roster updated because a lot of these contracts will be updated, so free agency will be more accurate. Safety, we're good. We got Adderley. We got Derwin. Corner, we could definitely use some help. Casey Hayward's getting up there in age. No Byron Jones available in this world. None of these guys are getting offers, so we'll come back to them. I'm not going to pay up for Kendall Fuller. I don't think he's worth paying that much. But I think that's a good first wave. Do we want Chris Jones? Do we want to do that? So, like, the thing with Chris Jones is all of a sudden we're handicapping our cap space pretty quick. if the idea is, I mean, I guess this is compete now world. I guess that's we're paying our offensive linemen. I thought it was going to take longer to potentially rebuild that. Now, if we don't get the offensive lineman and we sign Chris Jones, does that leave us in trouble? It's tough. I think we do it. We bring him in. He actually doesn't have any offers, so we can lowball him a little bit, but no, we're not going to do that. We're going to pay him what he would get, which is like $16 million. Actually, he'd get closer to like 18, 19 million. So we're going to keep that real. 4 years. Some people are saying don't get Jones. Thing is, we probably have a bunch of contracts that we can clear up space to. So, like, Ingram's going to be gone soon. Okung's going to be gone soon. Casey Hayward, Keenan Allen aren't getting any younger. Keenan Allen got first one free. That's just dumb. I'm going to re-roll that. Actually, I just don't think he should have Superstar X Factor. So, how about that? Let's see, what else? Tyrod's going to be gone. Benjamin's, I should just cut him right now. Virgil Green. I'll keep him because he's a good blocker for now. Forrest Lamp. Like, we really don't have many big commitments as far as contracts. Where is Derwin James? Is he injured? Why is he not showing up? That has me really nervous. What the hell happened to Derwin James? Oh, he's right there. God, I just had a panic attack. What's up, emo dude? I thought Derwin might have had like a career-ending injury and was gone or something. How much would that suck? Okay. I think we can afford Chris Jones because we just don't have a lot of like commitments long term as far as like big contracts. So this is just bringing in another young superstar on that D line to really build around. And I think it's completely realistic too. Like, I think there's a 50-50 chance the Chiefs can't retain Chris Jones. Tyreek Hill, on the other hand, we're going to put him back in Kansas City because he's already re-signed. But, I mean, the second they gave Chris, I always get Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and Kenny Clark. I always mix those all up. Second they gave Frank Clark $22 million, they have to pay Patrick Mahomes $40 million. It's going to be pretty hard to give Chris Jones close to 20, so he goes interdivision. You don't think any more key free agents would go to the Chargers? I mean, if you're paying him the most money, I mean, he gets to play next to Ingram and Bosa. That'd be pretty fun. All right, we're going to do it. I will take that. We didn't get Darryl Williams, which is kind of a bummer, but we got Jones, Whitehair, Balaga, and Schofield all back. We got our trainer. Do a little scouting. I'm going to scout offensive line because we're still pretty desperate for some linemen. I want to check on the Raiders too, make sure they got those guys. Okay, good. Now I'm going to retire as the Raiders. I'm glad we did that right. And then who signed Tyreek Hill? Because we got to interfere there. All right. Sweet. So now we have 16.5. Not bad. Brees is getting a contract offer from the Dolphins. Should we go the Tannehill route? We could start Easton Stick. I feel like because we're paying money, we should draft a quarterback. Like, we should We don't have enough. I think Tannehill should get that money that he's asking for. I think we go with Tyrod and draft a guy. I'm going to withdraw the Eckler offer. That opens things up. We're still number 1 on Dorsett. No, I'm not going to trade up for Burrow. Still need a guard. Kalecki is still there. Vitae. Dotson got released. That's a little steep. We can find someone. Muhammad is a good fit in this scheme. I'm actually going to pay him about 2 years. We're going to run that Seattle cover 3. That's what they kind of have in place here. Jatavis Brown still has not signed. I tried to sign him. I just don't know if that's worth it. He's 26. Can't afford Miles Jack. He's going to go to Cleveland. We got Kaiser White. We got Perriman. At corner. Too slow. Jalen Mills has worked out for us in previous rebuilds. I think we should just go the Jalen Mills route. What's up, Twilight Pony Rainbow? Shannon Sullivan's intriguing. It's been a long free agency. We have a lot of work to do with this team. Don't worry, we'll get to the draft soon. I like Sullivan's versatility. He's not getting any offers. He had a good year for Green Bay. He actually likes that quite a bit. So we got a kicker. We don't have a punter. I'll just give someone a cheap deal. The only thing left that I haven't made an offer for would be a running back. Raheem Mostert. He's not getting any deals. Give him like a 2-year deal for like $3.5 million. He's kind of like Austin Eckler a little bit. Corey Clement. Smallwood. Seeing if there's maybe any. Not really. All right. Let's go ahead and advance. All right, we got Sullivan, we got Mills, patching up that secondary depth a little bit. I'm not drafting a running back in the first round, Spicy Gas. I'm not doing it. I'll do it in an online league, but after we just let Eckler and Gordon go, I'm not gonna do it unless it makes it. Especially not with the 5th pick. Now, if he's there in the 2nd round, all day I will take DeAndre Swift. But okay, we're down to $8 million. Ooh, we got a competitor for Al-Qadim Muhammad. I actually really liked that offer. I'm gonna increase that. That's steep for him, but he's gonna be a really good role player for us. He's a versatile, like bigger, thick D end. Let's look at the wide receiver market a little bit here. Kendrick Bourne. I wouldn't mind just bringing in some talent. Keelan Cole. I'm just gonna make cheap offers for these guys. Cheap 1-year offers. Prove it type of deals. With like no guarantees on them. See if they like them or not. Him and Kendrick Bourne, I think. Was Isaiah McKenzie there? I think he was getting offers. I'm gonna offer these guys the exact same contract. Slow down. No, he does not have offers. Yeah, I'll offer Isaiah McKenzie a contract. I'll actually guarantee him a little bit because he produced for Buffalo. All right. On to stage 4. I doubt we sign any of those guys, but there we go. We got Muhammad. So let's scout some linebackers maybe. Draft day. Johnny Manziel. A. Wiggins. All right, here we go. Start drafting. Draft order is going to be a little bit off, but No, the top 5 is actually pretty much the same. It's just the only difference is Carolina won an extra game because they picked 6, right? So pretty much the same. So I would hope this is going to be Joe Burrow. There you go. And I would hope this is, well, their scheme might throw it off. They took Andrew Thomas. So the Giants going to get Chase Young? Now, do we like think of a trade up? Chase, if Chase Young falls to us, I'm taking him and trading. I'm taking him and trading Ingram, I think. Okuda would be great. So many great options in this class. So many great options. Jordan Love. They took Okuda. That would have been probably my favorite pick. Dolphins took Chase Young. All right. So we could go with tackle. We could go with one of those top receivers. Might be the best available player. Jedrick Wills. Might be a... You know, that was kind of our goal, was to patch up the offensive line. We could maybe kick Okung inside for his final year. Move Balaga to left and make Jedrick Wills our franchise right tackle. Maybe. Too early to take a linebacker. I'm not going to take Simmons because that's redundant with Derwin. Everyone's going to want Tua here. We could do the Tua thing. Could trade down. Yeah, I don't want to take Tua. This is not an easy pick. I'm leaning towards Jedrick Wills. Because we don't have any youth on the offensive line. We just signed a bunch of vets. And Balaga's not going to hold up for the long haul. Okung's not going to hold up for the long haul. I feel like we need to take advantage of a good tackle class while it's here. No? I mean, I know this is what I would do. I think a quarterback's going to fall, and we can maybe even trade up. All right, we're going to do it. That's the right pick, guys. Let's see how this plays out. Epineza to the Cards. A little early, but it's good. Derek Brown. CD to the Jets. Christian Fulton, they get a corner. Delpit to the Lions. Jags take Tua. So Tua falling a bit. Colts take Isaiah Simmons. Jeez, that's a superstar for that defense. Broncos grab Jerry Jeudy. T. Higgins to the Raiders. Wirfs. This is fairly realistic here. Queen for the Eagles. Kenneth Murray for the Browns. I think the Browns signed Miles Jack and added Kenneth Murray. That's not a bad haul. So now the quarterbacks are starting to slip a little bit. I think we risk that we can get Fromm or Jordan Love in the second, because that's the way this is shaping up. I could see all these picks happening, by the way. Uter Gross to the Vikings. I could see that. What? Can you imagine? What did we even do with that? Why the fuck did they just take DeAndre Swift? Can you imagine? Oh my god. You know what? Because it's the Cowboys, I'm just going to leave it. I think we're going to get a quarterback, guys. Curtis Weaver is a total Raven. Bill's taking a guard. Oh, damn it. I was hoping he was going to be there. So now do we think about trading up? Because this could very well be Jake Fromm right here. What do we got to give up to come up and get Jake Fromm? Second and third? And like a future fourth? Future third, maybe? Looks like Tom's back with the Patriots. They might do this. Nice. They actually took it. We didn't have to interfere or anything. We're going to take Fromm. Jake from State Farm. There we go. We got a quarterback of the future, guys. Now, we don't pick for a while. We're not trading up again, so we can send it now. But we come away with a franchise tackle and our quarterback after the free agency we had. Pretty good offseason. All right, let's... Ooh, geez, some receivers are falling here. Wow. KJ Hamler and Ayuk, KJ Hill, Van Jefferson. Jeez. I mean, that seems like a no-brainer. I would love to get Hamler. I gotta fix that. Hamler's 5'9", not 5'11". Man, I might trade up again, because to get Van Jefferson to learn from Keenan Allen for a year and then move on from Keenan Allen eventually. He's a clone. But you got the speed. I mean, you got to take Hamler first. But I'm looking to move up to the next pick. Who's got the next pick? Cardinals. You know what I might do? I might dump Okung to the Cardinals because they have the cap space. We drafted a tackle. They need a tackle. We could dump Okung for this pick right here. I think we should give them our 5th round pick too. Because Okung has so many injury issues. He's 31. Oh, I'd put them over that. So we got to take a bad contract from him. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the... Does that not make total sense? We take David Johnson's shitty contract. Is that out of line? If we forced that? I mean, we know the Cardinals are desperately trying to get rid of David Johnson. I think it's perfect. We can both afford it. Now, I'd have to interfere to get it to work, but I'll lower his overall. That's fine. I'll lower him to like an 81. I'm cool with that. This roster's a little bit before we lowered him more, so I think that's perfect. Lower his overall so it's realistic. So we're going to trade David Johnson and our next pick. Because they're looking to get rid of that contract. That's like a benefit for them to get rid of that. Love that trade. And then we're going to take 2 wide receivers here. We're going to get younger in that wide receiver room. Cole McDonald to the Steelers. So we're going to take Hamler. I'm going to make him 5'9". We're going to take Hamler and Van Jefferson back to back. Beautiful. Beautiful. We get the next Keenan Allen and a starting slot guy. He can be... This is just the perfect wide receiver room. Van Jefferson, Hamler, and Mike Williams with Hunter Henry. That's a team. God, this is sick. All right, so skipping ahead, Cardinals got our pick. All right, so now, geez, Jalen Reagor with just an epic fall. We can't take another wide receiver, even though we know he's good. He fits our scheme with like that Iowa zone corner. Be next to what's his name, Desmond King, Adrian Killens. Run it back. Is Rashard Lawrence still super bad? He's such a good athlete. Yeah, he still sucks, but. I mean, he's young and can develop. Damien, you just got here. You missed the offseason of a lifetime, dude. Last pick here. Juwan Jennings is still there. Gosh, these receivers should not be falling this much. I don't know what's going on there. Michael Divinity is there at linebacker. That could be so. Let's pick up some speed. Marcel Spears. That's the pick. Cover linebacker. I am not from LA. I'm from Minnesota. I just happen to be a Phillip Rivers fan with a Chargers jersey. What an off season. Woo! Hype. So let me do a little recap. I'm going to take like a 2-minute break before we hop into the preseason. First off, I think that's going to conclude the YouTube episode. That's going to be long as hell, but if you are watching this on YouTube, hit that like button and go to TFG Plays and follow the rest of the series.